Hello guys, what's up? It's Lartman Farms again, and it's Gabriel here. So we came to a farm in some parts of the eastern region, and we set up 2 ponds for someone. So there's this one. This pond is 10 by 8 by 4 feet, and this pond takes 500 fish at maturity. And this person called us and said he wanted 2 ponds to... No, he told us the amount of fish he wanted to do. He wanted to do 1,000 fish. And 1,000 fish, we've got like a standard measurement of 10 by 18 by 4 feet pond. But we needed to also take into consideration sorting of our fish. So then we just grew the capacity a little bit to 1,500 because he had 2 options. The 2 options, one option was to either go for double of the 500 capacities to get his 1,000, or he would get his 1,000 capacity, which is a package, and then he would just get a spare pond in addition. So what we did for him was we came here to sort of work on the land a little bit, do some small land prep, and then we've got the 2 ponds here. So the 2 ponds, we've got this one, which is 18 by 10. So you've got your 10 from here to here, and water comes in through this valve. So it's currently going to be an open and closed thing, and this will be connected to his main line. He's got a couple of poly tanks here up there, but then this connection will be joined to that line, and this will feed the pond. And we are going to drop in this particular pond a minimum of 1,200 fish for him, but then because we are the same set of people going to advise him, because he's got a capacity that can take about 1,500, instead of just dropping 1,000 into this pond, what we are thinking about discussing with him is to do 1,500 in this particular pond. This is a fresh pond we just built. Okay, tarpaulin, very solid tarpaulin, 2 inches metal works, and then galvanized steel, and then we've got the pipes to bring in water. So this is what he's going to start his farm with. Now that we are done with the pond, the next set of things to do will be to sterilize the tank. And the sterilization will basically be, there'll be a brine solution or salt solution, and then they'll just dab a bucket of water, they'll dab a rag inside and use it to rub inside to clean this. Then they'll get in some fresh water and they'll just wait for their fish to come in. So we are going to start the farm with this particular tank. That is going to be in the course of this week. And then now we said that there's a standard practice in fish farming where after you've kept your fish for the first 3 weeks to 4 weeks, you realize that there will be some fish that will be bigger than the others. And so there will be the need for you to sort the bigger ones from the smaller ones. So to be able to do that, we decided to get another pond on standby. Just a quick tip, whenever you want to start a fish farm, just make sure minimum you have 2 ponds. Regardless of what capacity you are trying to do, minimum try to get at least 2 ponds. I mean, if you are doing 100 and above. So we are going to put fish in this tank, and then after a while, after 3 weeks, the bigger fish and the smaller fish, depending on which of them are bigger and which of them are smaller, we'll probably get some of the fish in this tank as well. So we've got 2 tanks, and he's got pretty amazing ideas. This is a very good farmer, one of the very best in Ghana. He has a lot of farms. Up the back there, he has over 200 acres of coconut farm, but he's got some birds here. And so what we are doing with this system is we are going to have these 2 ponds over here. You can see the piping being done nicely with 2 inches pipe, and then we just give an outlet over here. There are some spare pipes to take the water further, but we have an amazing idea. We've got some big poly tanks up there, and then he's also got some beds. He's got like I think over 15,000 beds or so in this particular space, and they are laying very well for him. But I realized that he's got something beautiful he's doing here. He's got some plants that he is feeding into them, right? You can see mulched nicely. So the mulch is that thing that looks like a rubber. It prevents a lot of the weeds from growing. It conserves a bit of the amount of soil moisture and all of that, right? So, and then it's got like a drip line. So what we are trying to do is we are going to take the water from our fish tank. That's going to be from these tanks, and then we are going to pump the water into a reservoir. We'll be measuring the water quality and a few other things. Make sure we have a good AC, good what have you, and all of that. Then the tank, the water would run down through all of these. He's got like 2 different varieties of pepper, and so these the wastewater from the fish will just run through his drip irrigation. You can see that there's some nice irrigation kits that he's got over here. He did his own thing, and that's beautiful. This person has won National Best Farmer before, so I mean, it's lovely to spend some time in a farm like this. This is just one of the farms. There are a lot of farms all around here, and we are just here to learn, also contribute to in one way or the other as the fish guys. So what we are doing here is just a quick piloting for him. He's got another space where we can do a whole lot of fish, but what we want to do is we want to grow fish and then use the wastewater from the fish, which we all know that contains good levels of ammonia. When you oxygenate it, it would add a lot of minerals to it, and so then you can put it in the reservoir over there, and then you can use it to water your plants. I tried that for my cucumbers and things in my house, and I love them so much. So just a quick update. I just wanted to drop into the chat. Today is a good holiday, and I mean, for us farmers, there's no day like a holiday. I mean, so yeah, we've got like 2 tanks here. We did the setup today. We are going to work out how to get water into the tanks. He's got like very massive big poly tanks all around, and so we'll look at a way to just channel one into the lines of the pond. I love this. Is the first tarpaulin material with this color I am doing an installation for, and I'll tell you, I love this color so much. It looks, I mean, and this is how big the pond actually is 1,000 capacity pond. For the Lartman Farms package is this big. I mean, and that's one pond, and then he's got another pond over here. So there are some farms that we've done like series of these ponds. So like maybe we've got like this particular pond, we've got like 5 of them, and they are in from this pond to this pond to this pond. We'll work out the water lines and everything nicely for him. The source of water for this farm. Hi guys, I see you guys sending hi in the chat, and don't mind me. Just keep on putting in whatever you want in the chat. I'm just excited. That's why I'm sounding a little bit like this. But his source of water for this farm is strictly going to be some boreholes. And since the water is okay for his poultry, he's running some very beautiful battery cage system over there. I can't go there for biosecurity purposes. And so, I mean, that borehole water is good for the fish. The amount of water we are going to be using for this entire farm, right? For this tank, he's not using more than 2,000 liters of water in this particular fish pond. That's for the 1,000 fish. And then for the 500 capacity fish as well, he's not going to use more than 1,500 liters of water. And so ideally, when we stock our fish in this tank, as I said, after 3 weeks to almost a month, we would sort of have to sort the fish. Bigger fish would come maybe into this, and a smaller will be there. It depends on the ratio we are working with. What kind of fish are we going to culture here? We're going to culture in here some African catfish, right? We are going to culture in some good African catfish. There's an idea someone popped into my head recently, and he said their poultry, they use a lot of animal feed, and in their animal feed they need some amount of protein, and sometimes they use some fish protein. And then he kept on giving me some amazing ideas. And so I mean, there's a lot of beautiful things people are doing here in Africa and in Ghana, and I think that I think these people deserve a big kudos. But again, this is Lartman Farms, and we've got like different packages, right? We've got like a package for about 250 fish. We've got a package for like 500 fish, which will be a pond, metalworks, plumbing materials in the fish, and then also feed for your first 3 months of production, depending on which one you want. And then we'll come set it up for you, and then you are in business. The next thing to do is we'll be taking the guys who will be on the farm. We will be teaching them what they are supposed to be doing, and then they'll be reporting to us while they report to their boss as well. So we are more or less like the external consultants and help whenever they have a problem over here. Well, I can see David Murimi saying hi. Hi, David. Hi, Abu Sadiq as well. Hi, CV VB. Hi again. Martin Masundi. Beautiful name, Martin Masundi. Big ups to you. And then Wasola is asking me whether we do change the water on a daily basis. No, he's going to be changing the water twice in a week. So what's going to happen is when we put in fish in this pond, we are going to allow the fish to enjoy some good time in there, right? And so they will be here on the first day, second day, and then on the third day, we will change the water and replace with new water. So is a very simple and basic system. Aside this, is there any other thing that we are supposed to add to this setup? Forgive me, I am near the roadside. There are cars passing by, but you can see beautiful plantations up there, and I'm telling you, Ghana and Africa, and it's so beautiful. When I was coming here, I saw the over 200 acres of coconut farm, and I was like, oh God. I mean, there's a lot of space, there's a lot of things that we can do here. Martin said, thanks for the shout out. Yeah, I can see you're from Kenya. Big ups to all my people in Kenya. I give you a beautiful salute. And then Trevor Taylor is asking, any water filtration system for the tanks? So these ones, we are not doing any water filtration systems, but again, there are different systems that we can take advantage of when it comes to water filtration. Basically, there are a lot of calculations that we'll do to find out which of them would help you. I mean, if it's easier, if you're going to save more, if you are able to run your own filters, then why not? But if you are not, and we are not seeing the profitability index growing properly, because every single thing we are doing here is to make profits. True or false? I mean, so even if it's for the farm or whatever it is, there's a lot of money that you're injecting into it, and so you need to find ways to make efficient use of your resources. So I understand, but Wasula is asking, is the roadside not too bad for fish farming? No, I don't believe it is that far. There's a bit of a distance over here from where I stand to where the road is. Martin, currently I have done some business in East Africa, but it was more or less like external consultancy kind of thingy. But I have a lot of things in the pipeline in different countries in terms of, DRC, Uganda, those areas are very beautiful areas that I'm trying to do something over there. So, I mean, we can always keep in touch and see what can be done. But this is a very simple and basic farm. The amount of plot I'm seeing here is probably the space he's using for this current farm I'm showing you, okay? He's got a lot of farms, but this is just the basic one, which he just decided to grade, and then he's done some very beautiful peppers and stuff. I'm seeing a space of about maybe like 2 acres. Yeah, he's using 2 acres to do all of this. And so if you've got any land sitting down doing nothing, I mean, and you have the resources, we need to find ways to take advantage of the resources and move on from there. What are the other set of things that we want to add to this? We would have a cloth. A net. Now you see that currently, if you look at the pond, it's a bit exposed and all of that, right? I mean, that's true. So what we do is we cover with a net, okay? A net that my thumb can go through, but my whole hand cannot go through. Why? in highly exposed areas like this, there's a possibility we can have some birds coming in to try and take the fish. But Charlie, see this view. This is some beautiful view I am seeing over there, and that's nice. So yeah, Vasola, that's it. So the net is going to prevent some bird attacks. So yeah, so feeding is done twice a day, but why is your friend changing the water twice a day? Probably there are a few things we need to pay attention to. What is his water quality looking like? And also, sometimes changing water every single day can stress your fish. So, I mean, there are a few things we need to understand, and we standardize, and then we are in business. So, guys, I mean, I'm done with my work. I need to find something to eat, but I just decided to just share some quick updates with you guys. And this is what we have over here. Probably when I get to my own farm. Last week I did a live stream for my own farm where I was feeding like all of the things you are seeing, right? All of the things you are seeing. Now when we go to my own farm, you now see the actual fish as big as some of them are big as my palm, my arm, and all of that. And you see them feed, enjoy, and live good life. So right now you are seeing this. There'll be a live stream I would share probably maybe tomorrow when I'm feeding my fish in my farm, and then you could join in, and then you can also take a look at what's happening, and then you would get a clearer picture of what fish farming looks like. But I mean, this is beautiful. Am I proud of myself to an extent? Yes. And I love what I do with all my heart. And I love you guys for joining this live stream, and I respect you and your time and your resources and all of that. If you want to reach out to us, you can send us an email on the lartmanfarms@gmail.com, or the quickest way will be to send us a WhatsApp. And the WhatsApp number is going to be, let me see is there a way I can drop it in the chat? No, I'm finding it difficult to drop it in the chat, but it's going to be, for anybody who is not in Ghana, it's going to be +233. Okay, so +233 5514, sorry, +233 50 5443. That is +233 50 5443. You could reach out to us and we'll talk to you. Thank you very much, and have an amazing day. Bye. Bye.